So what I'm trying to get at you guys is, if you do buy, so what I'm trying to get at you guys is not to completely What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't be wasting your money or buying presets and LUTs. Sounded creepy. Anyways. Well, if you don't know what presets and LUTs are, simply put, it's a way to give a look or a specific kind of feel to your image by simply clicking one button. These are made by companies or people that sell them, and obviously they're making profit, but at the same time, you're getting the kind of look that they made. So why do I not recommend buying presets and LUTs? Well, think of it this way. Who are people selling those presets and LUTs? Most commonly, it's well-established photographers and videographers. They're usually well-known throughout the community. So when you're using or buying their presets and LUTs and showing your work to other people, they're gonna immediately recognize who that specific look belongs to. So you're not getting that kind of unique, authentic feel to your work. They know you're trying to copy someone, and you're not really gonna get that good exposure. Which brings me to point number 2, which is standing out. If you're copying somebody else, you're not really gonna stand out. You wanna have your own unique, specific look, so that when people look at your videos or photos, they're gonna immediately know, oh, that video belongs to this person. It's kind of like the Sam Colder look. He uses the teal and orange extremely well, that anybody who uses it nowadays is called out for copying him, even though it's a well-established look in Hollywood, the teal and orange, but because of how well he uses it, now when other people use it, they're kind of called out as copying him. So that's a great example of why you shouldn't be using other people's presets and LUTs. So aside from that, another thing is when you're using these presets and LUTs, you're not really learning. You're simply clicking one button and it's doing all the work for you. You do have to do some adjustments in terms of highlights and contrast to specific clips, but for the most part, it's all being done for you. So you're not really learning. And the best way to get good results is to learn how these sliders work and how you achieve that specific look rather than having the LUT do it for you. Now, contrary to what I just said, there is a way where you can learn by buying these presets and LUTs. It may sound counterintuitive, but I'll explain to you why. When you buy these LUTs, let's take a preset for example. When you take that preset, put it in Lightroom, click it, you're gonna see all the sliders change. So by looking at how these values change in the sliders of exposure, the color tones, you'll have a better understanding of how they apply to your image. So rather than just clicking them and applying that look to your image, you can look how the sliders are working and get a better understanding of how it's giving you that specific look. One other thing you can do is use that preset as a base to kind of modify. So you apply it to your image and then adjust the parameters, and you might get a specific look based on that LUT. Sorry, preset. I had too many mistakes here. Anyway, so it can also be used as a great tool to learn how to color grade your photos and videos. Well, mainly photos, because for the LUT, you can't really see the parameters adjusting. So this is mainly for presets. But as I mentioned earlier, it's a great way to learn Lightroom or Photoshop and how to color grade your photos. Now, don't forget, you can always create your own presets. Now, previously, I used to like to color grade each image specifically, depending on what mood I'm trying to achieve and how the image looks. But now I've created my own presets. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything here, but I've made my own set of presets and I apply them to my images, adjust a few parameters based on the exposure of that image and contrast, and bam, I have an image color graded within a few steps, and it is a huge time saver. So what I'm trying to say here is you don't have to buy presets, you can simply create your own. Plus, I forgot to mention, it's gonna save you a lot of money. And who doesn't like to save money? What I'm trying to get at you guys is not to completely avoid buying them, but if you are going to, then use them for learning purposes, or if you want to apply them, then go ahead, apply them. I'm not saying to completely avoid them, but if you are gonna apply them, then don't simply apply it and leave it as it is. Now, first of all, you're gonna have to adjust some parameters for highlights, exposure values, and contrast, depending on the clip you're using it on. Not only that, I highly recommend that you try to change it up a little bit so you're not getting the same exact look as the person that you bought it from. So at least you're trying to be a little bit different. This is what I personally recommend. You obviously don't have to follow it. There are no rules in photography or video. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day. But once again, that is what I personally recommend. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you guys learned something and enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. To catch future videos, you know what to do. Subscribe below. And I recommend you follow me on Instagram because that is where all the action is happening, where I go to my photo and video adventures. I usually post it up on my story. So if you want to follow along, that's the place to do it. So follow me there. Once again, thank you for watching the video and I'll see you guys next time.